Anyway, okay, good. Thanks, Dan. I know I put you on the spot there. Can you go to the regional director, please? Okay. Okay. So next one. So basically anyone can host, but the regional director, this is where you guys, I think a lot of you might come in, what's it say there? You don't build a business, you build people, and then the people build the business. And what we're doing here, I think the closest example I could use is when you think about, the shared economy and all that stuff is Uber, because Uber collects 80%, okay? Excuse me, Uber, the company itself collects 20%. The drivers of the vehicles collect their 80%. It's different in Airbnb. I think it's 90-10, where the company gets 10. And anyway, same thought process here. So in other words, as a PLAGO regional director, what we're talking about is a regional marketing area. And that regional marketing area, it'd be an area, that we've already spelled out what they are. You can see on the map. We can talk about it further later on. Like, Tom is down in the Stuart, Florida area, and he's going to be the regional director there. Heidi and Eric in Raleigh. We have Greg is working on the thing in Key West. And so we're looking for people, and if I left anyone out, I don't need to. But Abby in Hawaii. So, we have what we're doing. Basically, that area is your area. And you would be in the same position as if you worked at Uber corporate. However, you would make a much larger percentage of the deal. So my point is, you're not working for them, you're working for yourself. And we set this up because we think that these people, what they're going to do, they're going to be basically promoters and just kind of overseeing the whole process. Now, somebody could come in and put together a bowling night or something, and they may never use you. They may never contact you, but you get an override. Now, we're also going to be producing YouTube channels and things like that are going to create, we're going to be creating additional income that you get a percentage of everything that comes in, whether it's, let's say we cut a big deal with a big, like I was talking to my buddy today, that's the musician that deals with with the guy Roger Bartlett, that was the first guitarist for Jimmy Buffett. And what it's interesting is, he says, we can get brand deals, merchandise, digital products, all that goes through if anybody in your regional marketing area, buys that, you get some of that money. You get that money. So you could set up, but you're going to be compelled to go out there and find more people to put on all kinds of promotions as a host. See, as the director oversees it, the host actually puts it on. Can you be a director and a host? Absolutely. So, the point is, just like I said, the possibilities are endless. What else was I going to say? So, where are we going? So okay, let me go ahead and go to the next one. We can answer some questions. I'm getting a little tongue-tied here. Okay. And then the PLAGO financial partner, we have a business plan. We have opportunities available to people that, the friends and family money, if they want to do that. We're not pushing anybody into any of these. If you want nothing to do with PLAGO, that's fine. We understand. Please just download the app. If you want to get involved, but we can talk about that too. So what I want to do now is kind of open it up to some questions, if anyone has any. And as we talk about the road ahead, like we're saying, training classes, the app release is coming in September, so we're trying to build a good team. Getting in early has a lot of benefits. A lot of benefits is, like, for instance, even helping us with the path to where we're going. So anyway, I want to open it up to some Q&A. One thing I wanted to say that I didn't point out, let me just add one more thing. Amy mentioned it and Greg mentioned it. Greg is on a board of a fundraiser for cancer, and Amy does a lot of that stuff as well. That kind of thing can go on PLAGO. And
absolutely.
So I just wanted to kind of pass that out too.
So when that goes on PLAGO, then there's no payment then made at all.
It's Dan.
There is.
No. Go ahead, Dan. You were going to.
Repeat the question.
So if a fundraiser goes on PLAGO, is there any kind of cost then?
Yes, what it is for businesses and organizations, we draw part of, I don't know if it's politically correct to still use the term Chinese wall. We basically, say to businesses and organizations, we don't expect you to pay a transaction fee,
right,
or for placing or posting on PLAGO. Instead, what we want you to do is we want you to buy one of our sponsorship packages. And sponsorship is really almost a misnomer. The posting package is really what it is.
right,
Because they might, you throw things into your advertising mix. So let's say that you're doing a fundraiser and you want to put an ad in the newspaper. Well, you'd pay for that, or if you want to do a Facebook boost, you pay for that, and so on and so forth. We're no different.
okay,
We charge people a very reasonable amount, and in our business model, what we've done is we've actually started at a very low level because and Greg, I'm sure, can speak to this. It's based, and I used to be in advertising a long time ago. It's based on basically eyeballs and the impact that you're going to make. So if you have a market like Raleigh that has 1 million people or whatever, which is a regional market area, you have 10,000 PLAGO users who are checking PLAGO at least once a week. Well, that the fact that your fundraiser is going to be on for those 10,000 people has more value than in a market where there's only 50 people using PLAGO. So we're right now we're not sophisticated enough, but what we're doing is we're starting very conservatively with those sponsorship packages. And the other thing that I would say is that as the regional director, you will have a lot of latitude with the company because, frankly, we're looking at it. I mean, in other words, we're so early in this game that if someone comes and says, gee whiz, why don't we help this company promote? A good example would be, let's say, fraternal organization like the Rotary Club. Say that they have, a big market, they might have 500 emails. Well, my goodness, if they're going to tell people to go look on PLAGO to learn about this fundraiser that they're doing, we'll put them on all day long because we want to grow. We want to scale in that market.
right.
Yeah, we have a lot of different ways, Amy, to really grow. And like I said, it's going to be everything from YouTube channels to advertising to you guys out there basically just putting it on social media. The point is, it's going to benefit you. And hey, if you have a fundraiser or something you want to do and you don't want to, collect the bottom line is it's up to you. I feel right when you said we have a lot of latitude. And we want people like that to use this. We want the Susan G. Komen walks and that type of thing. We want that,
Can I speak to that real briefly? Because Greg and I have had a wonderful conversation about this as well. One of the aspects of our business model that we haven't talked about, and I won't go into it real deeply, but there are direct use clients out there. A good example would be up in Minneapolis, where my family is from. I know people at 3M. Well, 3M has people all over the world. They have thousands and thousands of employees. They might say, we don't want to post something on quote-unquote PLAGO, but we want to use your tool because we're doing an employee appreciation thing. What a way for people to be able to register, to be able to look into it, just do a quick thing, even if it's 3 days from now. And, we have 500 employees in Los Angeles, and we're going to put them together for a day at the park. They will pay for us to use a direct thing from us. And Greg, I don't know if you have anything to add to that, but I think that's huge, a huge addition.
One of the other things I was thinking about is, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one of the other things I was just thinking about with the charity, all the people that attend our events, they probably also contribute to 3, 5, 10 other organizations. And once we expose them to, We Will Survive Cancer, for instance, they're going to look for other events, and I think it's just going to, it's such a burgeoning market, it's going to blow up.
Thank you.